Oh boy, it's that time.
It's time for a crackhead boy.
Crackhead boy?
Yes. He's a crackhead. He's absolutely a crackhead. Also, is this like I don't know anything about Crash except for like kind of playing it a little bit when I was younger. So this is like the 4th installment, or is this a remake?
Nope, it's technically neither.
What is it then?
Well, this is more Crash 4 in the idea that this is... No, I'm not signing up for an Activision account. Jesus Christ. Yes, skip it. Anyways,
Can I make the initials?
no, I'll just use mine because they're silly enough as is.
I wanted to put S.
We're just gonna go with modern. But no, it's the 4th installment in the way that... What the fuck is Bandicoot Battle? No, thank you. But it's only the 4th installment in that this is after the Insane trilogy.
Okay.
Beyond that, it's more like... I don't even know how many Crash games there have been.
But it's the latest installment in the series.
The newest game. They called it Crash 4 because the Insane trilogy had Crash 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
But the actual 4th Crash 3D platformer was Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex, I believe it was.
Okay.
So they're making things a little bit needlessly complicated with the title. We're not here to argue over... Well, that was choppy.
At last, I, the great Neo-Cortex, have you right where I want you. And now, the final blow!
I think Cortex is losing his mind.
Face it, Entropy. It's going to fail. Again!
At least Uka
So-
and I are tenants to free us from this prison.
Yeah, going off of the whole...
Tightly by
This is the 4th one from the 3rd one from the Insane trilogy.
Okay.
I think this actually does kind of continue off of where Crash 3 left off. It looks
Okay.
like, because at the true ending of Crash 3, after you get everything, you see a baby Cortex and a baby Entropy, who's the other guy,
Yeah.
arguing over Uka Uka, which is the mask right there.
Yeah.
But in like some sort of fiery area.
Also, didn't Naughty Dog originally make Crash?
Yes, they made the original Crash 1, 2, and 3 on the PlayStation 1.
Okay.
And then what makes it somehow makes this even weirder is the Insane trilogy was done by Vicarious Visions.
But this is Toys for
This
Bob,
is
the same as
The people who did the
Spyro.
Spyro Reignited trilogy.
Yeah. Wow, that's very weird. Why did Naughty Dog stop doing it? Or was it just because they do more like AAA IPs now?
Naughty Dog, I think... The Spyro floaty. Anyways, Naughty Dog, I just think don't care for the project anymore. Because if they cared about it, like... I don't think... to be fair, I don't think they were even offered to do the new one. The Insane trilogy. But they're very much a company that likes to do what they want to do. So it's... oh, fuck. But yeah, they're a company that very much like to do what they want to do, and being directly under Sony kind of gives them that ability. Meanwhile, Crash is owned by Activision. So Crash really doesn't get that kind of, doesn't have the same kind of, I guess, freedom as not he had under Naughty Dog, because I don't know. I'm very tired right now.
Yeah, we just had our first of 3 Thanksgiving dinners. The joys of married life, eh, hon?
Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? So yeah, so Naughty Dog did the original trilogy, but they were only licensed to do 3 of them, I believe, which is, well, the original trilogy, and I guess they kind of made Crash Team Racing in their free time. Oh, spooky boys. Goodbye, Crash. This is new for Crash, but I don't think he's ever grinded on rails before. This is more of a Crash Bandicoot, or not a Crash Bandicoot, a Ratchet and Clank thing, which was Insomniac Games. Maybe, I don't know. Because Insomniac were the guys that did,
Did Spider-Man, right?
yeah, but they also did Spyro at the exact same time Naughty Dog was doing Crash.
Oh.
In fact, in Crash 1, I think there was... Or not Crash 1. Spyro 1, I think there was a demo for Crash 3, because the two literally shared office space.
Oh, neat. I didn't know that.
But yeah, ever since Activision took the license back for Crash after the original trilogy,
Yeah.
they just kind of threw Crash around to different developers.
Oh.
Like the first game after Crash 3, like the 3D platformers rather, was Crash the Wrath of Cortex, which was developed by Traveler's Tales. And things just kind of kept... They did the same thing with Spyro. Like, they kept changing the developer after the original contract expired.
Yeah.
Oh, frick.
That was almost bad.
Almost was. I almost died 2 times on the first level. Okay, so... No, I was talking to a friend of mine, Kashan, who's been playing this game quite a bit already. And he says, and from what I can gather from this and what he's been saying, it feels similar to the original trilogy.
Yeah.
But it also treats its collectibles very differently. Because in the previous games, it was each level you could get the box gem for breaking all the boxes. This is the first fucking level and I somehow missed a fucking box. Seriously?
What?
I would just fucking... They're just handing these gems out, so it's already very different.
Okay.
Because in the original game, it was just either break all the boxes to get a gem, and for 2 and 3, you got crystals at midpoints.
Okay.
So gems were a lot harder to come across. You would typically have, I think, around... I don't know the exact number, but it was like 1, maybe 2 in the stages.
Hmm.
This one I apparently just got 4 for beating the stage. So far this feels very nice. It feels very much like Crash. But it's also well, like with the box gem thing, are very different as well. I guess it's kind of nice. It's giving it an old. It feels like the old games, without, but also without adhering strictly to the old games.
Missed two.
And Walter Fruit's not that important. Whoop. Okay. Oh, I died.
You did indeed.
I'm never gonna say I was very good at Crash.
Yeah, I think the only time I played it was I'm 90% sure that Megan had it for her PS, like, had whatever the one was for PS3.
There wasn't one for PS3.
I thought there was.
No.
Were any of them ported to PS3?
Well, I can maybe think of. What might have been Crash, one of the mutant ones. But there's like games like these were not like the platformer slash like this kind of style of. Oh fuck. Do you remember what like Crash's design looked like?
I don't know. It might have been something else. I'm just probably misremembering. Or wait, didn't the PS3 have backwards compatibility?
It depends which model. Because if it was like the original model...
No, it was not the original model.
What the fuck? This is Crash 2 level 5. Holy shit. I know death is irrelevant, given that they're basically giving me as many lives as I need, but holy shit.
It's okay, baby.
No, it's more just I'm thinking like the original games that the Insane Trilogy was based off of were never this brutal with early game levels.
Was the Insane Trilogy just a remake of the original?
It was just a remake of the first three, yes.
Okay.
Fuck this.
Yeah, I would hardcore rage quit by now.
It's not giving me time to step on the TNT. And I don't have Aku Aku to take a free hit.
We're doing really good so far.
Okay, I can't just spin into TNT crates.
No, I wasn't criticizing, honey. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be doing any better.
just want to get the TNT crates. Oh, this game. And to be fair, Sean did warn me that going for 100% in this game will try your patience.
Hey, toots.
Just some weird ass mask. I was gonna say, the mask can fly, can't it? That's a spooky boy.
He's beautiful.
Lonnie Lowly.
Does Crash ever speak?
Nope. That's not really a hidden gem, but okay.
This running bit was like one of my most frustrating things from when I played Uncharted 4, because there's a mini game in Uncharted 4 where you sit down with Nate and Elena and you're playing playing Crash.
Yeah, probably I think it's facing the first chase it, so no Crash one.
Yeah. I tried so hard to do well in it because there's like a trophy for it, but I failed a lot.
So I most definitely did not get the death one. Yeah. I don't see why they're trying to hide skins behind getting the gems in all these levels.
No way. Not in a million.
I don't know why he's taking the mask. He just sees something shiny. It's like, well, I'm gonna bring this with me.
Get him off. Crash, who's that?
Lonnie Lowly? If the quantum masks have returned, then...
Hey, Aku, how's it go? Is that a quantum rift?
Yeah, Crash doesn't speak.
Yes, the kind we keep shut. We have to go through, find my siblings, and fix this before some putz with a big evil plan and a bigger ego does something monumentally stupid.
Uka Uka unknowingly paved the way for our bright future. Once my rift generator is
Yeah, Cortex is supposed to be the main villain of these games, and yet
space will be within our grasp.
apparently Entropy is the main one.
You had some little projects you wanted to tell me about?
Yes, sir. My mechanical marvel would hypnotize you and I.
Engine doesn't look too bad, but Brio always looks a bit weird.
Right, yeah, fine, Joel. Have fun with your ray guns or whatever.
Hasten your steps. By my calculations, our enemies are already moving against us, and we will.
I guess it's nice to see Trophy getting
Entropy?
getting more of a role, considering his only role previously was in Crash 3 and he was just an area boss.
Hmm.
So what's this? Oh. This is like a Crash 1 kind of. Yeah, this is kind of a Crash 1 like map. Because that one you just kind of went from place to place.
Yeah.
The other ones had you navigate like levels in a circle basically.
You started on that beach, right?
Yep. These are the two levels I already did.
Okay.
a real grind.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, I'll stick with default Crash. What about Coco's? No, I'll stick with the right default. Let's try Loveless Coco, why not?
You can play as either?
Yep.
Does it make a difference to the story?
No. At least not as far as I can tell in this, because it seems to imply they're both going on this quest together.
Mm.
That and before the Insane Trilogy, you didn't really get many chances to actually play as Crash's sister.
That's Crash's sister.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know anything about this game.
So we need the other
And
masks
she's the
to
smart
close the
one.
fence?
Correct. Now my brother Ricardo
Crash
is
is
around here somewhere.
dumb as a sack of bricks.
Your precious
Behold the aforementioned putts.
Don't worry. We have a thing where we fight, he loses. It's a well-established dynamic. Not this time. I've got a backstage pass for you to get up close and personal with my weapon of mass percussion.
Oh boy.
I'm ready to rock.
Also, I'm really not sure how Engine's whole thing works. Because it's established in that Engine, that character with the jetpack,
Uh-huh.
like, he apparently was hit by a missile, but it didn't but didn't explode. God damn it. So that's why it's lodged in his head.
Okay.
That's
Are
all it
you
is.
phasing that?
Yes.
Always been one of her abilities or something?
No, it's the mask I got.
Oh.
Oh, that's just cool. This is reminding me of a game called Mighty Switch Force, though. It's like it's just an indie game that showed up on the Nintendo 3DS eShop,
Uh-huh.
and it's a puzzle. Okay. Yeah, it's a puzzle game that you control, like how
What's Nitro?
it blows up on contact.
Oh.
Yeah, with Mighty Switch Force, you
Why did you do that?
God fucking damn it.
I love you.
It seems like the guys that made the remakes for Spyro, games that are largely considered very easy, are making a Crash game that just is ready to kick your ass from the word go. Okay, that was my fault, most
See,
definitely.
I didn't find Spyro easy, but that's because I get very impatient with games. Because, like, actually, I don't know. But I was just, like, I wasn't getting, like, some of the flying stuff, which meant I wasn't able to, like, 100% the levels. Which I was not okay with. Because I don't know if you're aware of this, love, but I'm a little bit competitive.
Just a bit.
But I mean, you're a little bit competitive too. You just don't show it as much as I do.
Not really competitive, but I do get frustrated when things are well, like with how this game's just kind of content with kicking my ass from the word go. What is that?
I mean, your checkpoint is right there.
I know that wasn't a checkpoint before. And that box won't be counted as broken unless I can get it. Fuck. Thank you, broken physics. I was not kidding about
How unforgiving it is.
how brutal going for everything can be in this game. Like, going just for the level doesn't seem that hard. It's going for all the boxes, which is something Crash has kind of expected of players for a long time. Kill me.
But please don't do it dead.
I'm not gonna do it dead, just...
Maim or injure.
The grinding, honestly, is kind of odd. It's not the worst, obviously. It's just not something I expected from Crash.
That's fair.
Like, what? I'm not even gonna try right now. If I care, I'll come back for this. These are early levels. The game should not be expecting that. Like, dude, how? I'm just...
Why? Did you do that on purpose?
Yes. How am I supposed to even reach that? It requires a perfect jump, basically. Good God, this game.
Wait, can you not use that jumpy thing that you were doing before?
What jumpy thing?
Like the thing where you jumped up and then you could double jump.
This is it.
Oh, sorry.
And there wasn't a spring box there either.
It's okay.
I seriously thought the level Cold Hard Crash in Crash 2 was the most bullshit this game would get for collectibles. Or sorry, this franchise would get for collectibles. This game has proven me wrong by the 4th level. The 3rd level, sorry. Jesus Christ. I don't even want to imagine what this game would be like if I on retro difficulty.
Yeah, no thanks.
With limited lives and having to reset stages if you run out. I'm not opposed to games having
Being difficult?
difficult. It's just weird that the guys that did the freaking Spyro remake are making a game that the original Crash seems easy compared to. And
But, like, would they have to do it based on, like, what Activision is telling them they want? Kind of thing?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Because I just, like, very much assume that it's like they had to, like, do what the company wanted them to do.
Not necessarily. Like, they pitch what they're going to do and the company okays it.
Okay.
And usually a company won't get involved unless they usually wrongly feel like it'll boost sales because it's related to something else.
Okay. I don't understand how it works, so... But, like, the developer is different than the publisher.
Yes.
Okay.
The developer of this is Toys for Bob. The publisher is Activision.
Okay. That's where I was getting a little confused.
Damn it. That box just blended right into the background.
This is just a bonus area?
Yep.
Cool. It's okay. Yeah.
Personally, for me, I think I will just go back to playing the original Crash trilogy if I want to go back to Crash after this. I get you can kind of assume people who bought this are buying it because they've played in the original Crash
Yeah.
trilogy and can expect a bit of transitionary like experience. But I have never seen a Crash game kick your ass this early on, not even the first one.
Honestly, I kind of like that. Because then it's not like... I don't know. I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say. But, like, I like the fact that it's not babying you.
Well, there's babying you, but there's also easing the player into things.
Hi, Toots. Mer.
Perfect. But I think the biggest issue is, like, with this approach anyway, is just Crash is a collectible. It's a collectathon game.
Yeah.
It's all about collecting, breaking the boxes, getting the gems, that kind of thing. And this kind of feels like it's trying to be as much of a pain in the ass to do that. Like, yeah, they've given rewards assigned with that with those collectibles, because we saw, like, they'll give you that's just fucking cruel. Like, they'll give you cosmetics if you can collect all the gems in the stage.
Yeah.
That's fine, but that's become something you do that's extra, though, when... If you're gonna make it hard... Fuck, that was my fault. You're gonna make it hard, like, difficult to even get everything in the first level, because I have no clue where that box I missed was. And if you want to make the collectible something that you really work for, fine, but probably not the best to make it difficult going in from the first level on a franchise built on that aspect. Like, how am I supposed to reach this?
I don't know.
Just getting started.
I don't know. I personally, like, you know what? I like it when games give you time to learn how to do stuff, but at the same time, I like it when they don't, like, baby you. Like, I don't know. I don't really know if what I'm trying to say is coming across in, like, a good way or not. But...
Go away, engine. I will say the gameplay is good. I'm not gonna say that anything about how this game plays is bad. It does feel good. It kind of feels like a nice evolution from the Crash trilogy.
Yeah.
But I feel like from going from 3 games that encourage you to collect to break every box and give one reward for doing that, as opposed to collecting Wumpa Fruit, which is just like Mario's coins for lives.
Yeah.
And especially because this game doesn't... I don't know how many lives it would give you on retro mode, but the 3 lives minimum for a gem... and also, the gems also just don't feel special in this game. Because I have collected the Wumpa gem just by collecting Wumpa Fruit, and all 3 of these effortlessly. Yeah, they're probably intended to be the easy ones, but I'd argue you should make all 6 have if you're going to make us collect 6, don't make half of them something you can do by complete accident, and then the other half you have to keep an eye out for every little detail in the stage. And yeah, it's tied to to cosmetics. That's fine. You can definitely make it a bit more challenging than what the original games were like. But I don't know. I just feel like the gems are not handled. Because I grew up with Crash, I should also mention that. I feel like the gems are handled a bit. It's frustrating when it's a pain to collect most of the boxes this early in the game.
Okay.
Because even in Crash 2, which was I'd argue the most brutal for getting the box gems.
Okay.
I could reasonably get the box gems of the first between 5 to 10 worlds without it feeling ridiculous to achieve that. And yeah, I'll give them the death ones because those are on me, and that's something I can definitely agree with. Like, you just have to you get it as you get better at the game.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only one I missed here was the death one. But a hidden gem in each stage, that's theoretically fine, but as we just saw with this one, to require pixel perfect jumping, and even then I don't know if it's not something else, because I found that gem, I couldn't reach it though.
Yeah.
And then there was that one box that was above the screen. I had no idea how I was going to reach that.
I don't know.
Anyway, like, I personally have issues with it, but that's because I enjoyed, especially the Insane Trilogy, a lot. Like, I 100%ed Crash 2 in that. I nearly got everything in Crash 3.
Okay.
Not including the relics in Crash 2, because that was newly added.
Yeah.
And I got most of the gems in Crash 1. Like, but I feel like the gems can be a bit of a pain in this one. Like, it doesn't hamper progression in any way, and the only thing it unlocks is skins, so if you're okay with the default outfits, it's not a big deal.
No.
It's more just... Crash has always incentivized collecting the gems. Like, because it's one of the only collectibles in the game. And not only is there anything that doesn't make... The gems don't really feel special in this one, because it's just a tally at the end of the stage. It's not... There's no animation associated with it. There's no... The models look okay. That being said, I don't actually mind the default appearances. Coco's got a nice design. Crash
looks like Crash.
Crash is Crash. He doesn't really change.
No.
Overall, though, if you're just looking for gameplay and not hampered by nostalgia, I'd definitely say this is a game that's worth picking up if you're into more challenging 3D platformers.
You say, should we do one more?
No, I think that's good. That's probably what the entire game's going to be like.
That's fair.
See you all in the next video.
Peace out.